Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Exposing the Narcissist. My name is Clarice and I focus on all things narcissism. Today I will be addressing the sleep patterns of covert narcissists and how it affects their partners. But most importantly, I will be looking at the circumstances wherein a narcissist finds it very difficult to sleep. This topic was inspired by one of my subscribers, Grant King. Thank you very much. So let's get into it and find out what makes a narcissist unable to sleep. First off, you may be wondering if due to their evilness, whether they sleep well at night. Well, some of them do most of the times. And those who don't sleep well, it's not their evil deeds that end up keeping them awake either, because narcissists are neither empathetic or remorseful about the lies they tell or the people they hurt. There are narcissists who suffer from insomnia and some who don't, but there are situations that can make any narcissist lose sleep. But before I get into that, I have to mention that covert narcissists don't like living or sleeping alone. Just having someone beside them offers relief to their fear-ridden minds. All covert narcissists are usually terribly exhausted at the end of the day because of all the posturing and faking that they've been doing. It takes a lot of thought and energy pretending to be someone you're not. So by the time they get home, they are shattered and of no use to their families. Something else that all covert narcissists struggle with is being in the moment. Their minds are always going at 1,000 miles an hour. They overthink a lot. This is why they end up being paranoid and fearful. They convince themselves that this person watched them a certain way or what someone said actually meant something else. It's just a constant onslaught of unnecessary worry and analyzing. They can also sometimes appear dazed out because they have gone off on a tangent in their minds. This is why it's important that they always have something that they can work or focus on and even become obsessed with in order to block out a lot of the clutter that is in their minds. This is also why many are drawn to spiritual practices such as yoga and meditation to help them learn to stay in the moment and empty their minds. But their overthinking is the reason why some narcissists suffer from insomnia, because they are unable to calm their minds and relax. Their minds keep jumping from one thing to the next and going over the same things again and again. Eventually, their bodies give in and they may fall asleep for a few hours. But before you know it, they are awake again and the process continues. Them being unable to sleep can affect their partners. Some would even go out of their way to make sure that if they cannot sleep, no one else will either, and will busy themselves with activities that keep their partners awake or disturb their sleep. They may even choose to start arguments at times when normal people should be sleeping. Then there are the covert narcissists who have no issues sleeping most of the times. These are the ones who have mastered calming their thoughts at bedtime. These may end up going to bed early, leaving their partner to manage the kids and workload on their own. I, for example, used to end up staying up late at night until 1 a.m. onwards while he was snoring away in bed. I was the one who ended up sleep deprived while he ensured he always got his much needed 8 hours of sleep. And if he wasn't sleeping, he was occupying himself with what he wanted to do, which was not much, and is something I have addressed in my video, Covert Narcissists Are Lazy. When you are in a relationship with a covert narcissist, you end up pulling most of the weight. But to recap, there are narcissists that don't sleep well due to their overactive minds, but there are those who do because they have mastered calming their minds before bed. So after exhausting themselves, faking it all day, and being abusive and manipulative, they can go to bed and have a pleasant night's sleep. But what can make any of these narcissists unable to sleep or lose even more sleep? Well, there are 3 main reasons, and they all happen to the covert narcissist quite a few times in their lives. The first one is when a narcissist feels threatened by someone, or they have incurred a narcissistic injury. Sleep is put on hold. They spend every waking hour, plus the hours they should be sleeping, plotting and scheming how to eliminate the threat or get revenge on that person who has offended them. This can go on for some time until they are happy that they have them right where they want them. The next reason why a narcissist would be unable to sleep is when they are trying to secure a new supply. The narcissist is literally obsessed with their new target at this time and invests a lot of time and energy to woo them off their feet. I remember when my husband kept me up on the phone all night, many nights. So not only are they unable to sleep, but they rob their new interest of sleep as well, bombarding them with text messages and phone calls through the night, first thing in the morning, and throughout the day, all because they love you so much and cannot spend a moment without you. So, as you see, the sleep deprivation for their victims started since the beginning of the relationship and continues through the relationship. The interesting thing is that when someone is sleep deprived, they cannot think straight. So it could very well be intentional of the narcissist to do this, so that we cannot process clearly exactly what we have gotten ourselves into or who we are truly dealing with. The third and final reason would be a general loss of control. It could be they've lost control of their partner or their children. They may be about to enter a situation where they have no experience or idea as to how they should conduct themselves or what to expect. The narcissist finds these experiences quite traumatic, and they would worry themselves to death if they could, because it's very important for the narcissist to feel in control of their life and the people around them. But to summarize, we realize that what makes a narcissist unable to sleep has nothing to do with the evil that they do. Instead, they are kept awake planning to do even more evil, or they are just worrying themselves unnecessarily about issues they cannot control. But the fact remains, All narcissists are guilty of excessive overthinking. It is what makes them insane, delusional, and paranoid. And it's the main reason why they are unable to sleep at night. As usual, please share your thoughts on this topic in the comment section. I read every single one, even though I may not have time to reply to all of them. And a special thank you to those who have donated to my cause, Exposing the Narcissist. Every donation is appreciated. Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy this video? If so, please be sure to like and share it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Thank you. Until next time, peace and blessings.